Akani Simbine.
Akani Simbine, the fast man of South Africa. 24 times he has broken the 10-second barrier for the 100 meters. He became the first South African to make an Olympic final in 2016, where he finished 5th. A year later at the World Championships, 5th again. And then in 2019, he missed the World Championship medal by the narrowest of margins. It hurt then, it hurts now. But Akani is back. Better, stronger and faster, in spite of his reaction immediately after that 4th place finish in Doha last year at the World Championships.
Exactly that. Just a lot of disappointment, but also kind of joy and happiness, but relief because the season's done, but a lot of disappointment because I had wanted the medal. And I knew I was in shape to get the medal, and I knew if everything went well, I was going to get the medal. But I didn't come out with the medal. I just missed it out and placed in like the worst spot ever, 4th. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm here fighting for an Olympic medal this year, so good.
If anything, the disappointment of Doha has fired Akani's blood, and 2020 will be something that South Africans can look forward to, both locally and internationally.
Just really hungry, and like there's nothing else in my way. Like I really just want to race. I want to race hard, I want to race fast. I want to make sure when I get to like the circuit, I'm a totally different beast, and I am focused, I'm determined to get to the Olympics, and then I'm a different beast and something that they haven't seen on the circuit before, and something that's really fast. So I'm coming back to race at home again. You know, when I first started racing a lot in South Africa, I always said, like, you know what, my thing was, you know, we need to race in South Africa as international athletes because they don't get to see us race as much. And I kind of drifted off from that the last 2 years, 3 years. And I think coming back to it is going to be a good thing for me, for my racing, for South African athletics, because I'm able to showcase my talent to South Africa at home. I'm able to build confidence here at home before I go off. I'm really excited about racing back home and just bringing my talent back here, you know, and just being able to build my Olympic campaign started here at home and started on a bang here at home and go to the rest of the world and, you know, just showcase what I've got.
So Doha, it was bittersweet. Tokyo.
It's gonna be sweet. So Tokyo for me is a competition where I feel like it's gonna be me against myself. As much as I always say I'm racing myself in the line, you know, you're always racing against the other guys, but literally it's gonna be me against myself and me against the belief that I have in myself and what I believe I can do. Because what I believe I can do is literally crazy, you know, and it's something that I'm so determined of achieving, and I know I can achieve. It's just that I need to come to the party and put in the work to achieve that. I need to, you know, sacrifice what I need to sacrifice to achieve that, and I'm doing that, you know, and I'm literally putting my journey to Tokyo first before everything else, because my journey to Tokyo is that important to me and my life and who I am and my self-well-being and everything that is me.
In 2012, Akani Simbine announced his presence on the athletic stage as he smashed the South African junior record in 100 meters. It was then that Akani knew great things were on the horizon.
Yes. So 8 years ago, when I had broken the junior record, to me it was like my mind started searching for the impossible. Started looking at what are the greats doing? What's the likes of Usain doing? What's Johan doing? Because those are the guys that were running fast, and those are the guys that in that year I saw at Olympics running.
This is what we've waited for, the showdown.
The fastest men in the world are here in Berlin. It's packed full of talent, no matter where you look.
And I was like, okay, these guys are doing such an amazing thing. I want to be there, and I want to run, and I want to do greater things than they've done. So at that age, it was literally, I broke the junior record, and I was like, okay, I'm actually close to 10:0. And that made my mind grow, and my achievements and my goals just grow, and just want to become even bigger and greater.
2 years later, 2014, and the big breakthrough happened. Akani came within a whisker of dipping the magical 10-second barrier, clocking 10.02 seconds, and in 2015, there was no holding back.
That for me was shocking, because I didn't expect it at that time. I knew that I was going to challenge Simon, but I didn't know we were going to run that fast, and I thought, okay, maybe we're going to go close to the SA record, which was 10:06 at that time. I was like, okay, we're probably going to go 10:06, and I'll probably go 10:08, and that close. But I didn't think I was going to run 10:02, and for me, I remember when they said 10:02, I literally fell to the ground, and I was like, okay, I didn't believe it, because I was that close to breaking 10 seconds. And that was something that I just thought was only going to come 2 years later, but it actually came now. And I was just in disbelief, but so excited, and filled with more motivation to go out there and chase that sub 10. It was a big breakthrough for me mentally, and just as myself, and believing in myself, because then I saw, okay, 10:02, and I ran against someone that just broke 10 seconds. It was this close for me. For me, that meant, I can get there. I just have to get older, train harder, make sure I'm stronger, make sure I'm faster, then I can get there. And 2015, I literally focused solely on, running under 10. It was that whole thing of Akani chasing 10, Akani chasing 10, Akani chasing a sub 10. And I wanted it that bad, and I got it. So it was really, really amazing year for me.
What followed was a breakthrough every year. 2016 was an Olympic final, 2017 a World Championship final, and so it continued. And with that, Akani became more than just a world-class sprinter. He became an inspiration and a role model.
Yeah, I think that's what being a sportsman is, and being trying to be one of the best sportsmen in the world, and in the sport that you do, you're always trying to break through barriers. And for me, I always see a barrier as something that is possible to break through. It's not something that you've reached your ceiling and you can't break through it. It's something where you're seeing, okay, this is what is it in front of me, but I can do something to make sure I break through that and get further in front of it, so that I'm faced with something else that I can break through. So also helps you as a person in molding you into a better person, into a person that will always strive to do better, a person that will strive to want more out of life and want to be better, and get to a point where you get older and you say, okay, I look back to my life and I was faced with so many barriers, but I broke through them, and I became such a great person through that, not just achieving what I achieved in my sport, but as a human being as well.
Akani's coach has a name for his protege after how he has developed and how he leads the younger athletes without even realizing he's doing it. He calls him the reluctant leader.
I think it's just it's who I am. As coach says, a reluctant leader. I don't put myself forward as a leader. I just am the way I am, and I guess they see some certain traits that they want to follow in, but I see myself as an athlete that is trying to do the best they can for themselves, but then in that space also inspire whoever's coming behind me or people that are around me to also do the best they can for themselves, because I believe that everyone can do amazing things, and that's the spirit and that's the energy that I want to share with everybody. So, if it comes with leadership roles, I'll take upon it, because that's a responsibility. That's that's things that we need to bring onto, you know, the youth and people that you want to make sure that are getting better and doing better. So yeah, man, I guess coach is right. I'm kind of trying to help Clarence in his like a mental space, you know, and trying to get him to say like, if I'm gonna run against you and I'm an international athlete, I'm a top athlete, you know, you're able to get your head around running against someone that is faster than you and has been on the circuit more than you. So when you get to Europe and when you get to world champs, you're not phased, you know, and that's something I want for him because he's super talented. And if he can just break through that mental space, he can do anything. He can run really fast and challenge for 200-meter medals, you know. So that's the one thing I'm trying to do and trying to get, you know, trying to teach the younger guys coming through, you know, and just trying to, you know, just help them get better when they get to the international circuit and not be fazed by, I'm running against whoever this and this and this is. I'm running against this and this and this.
Young guns, they're learning. The young guns must be learning. One question. Will you be able to handle the pressure at the finish?
I think I would.
That heat there. It's hot there. It's hot. You know? There's fire there.
Yeah.
When you see who's there? Who's there?
Laos.
No.
Oh, whoa! Talk about juniors.
No. No, you here.
Because if you run against the people at home and the people that are beating these people on the circuit, you should be fine.
But Akani's drive goes beyond the track.
For me, it's more than just, you know, where I grew up. You know, it's the whole of South Africa and hopefully getting to spread into Africa. You know, I really want to impact on the youth and impact where I came from in a sense of, you know, getting the kids to believe, you know, getting the youth to believe in themselves in a place where they are able to go and be better. You know, go out there and reach for the limits, you know, just go wild with your dreams and just make sure you go out there and achieve it, you know. So it's something that I want to do, and in Tembisa where I grew up, you know, I want to, you know, get something going where I can inspire the kids, I can motivate the kids, I can show the kids that it's possible, and I can make avenues for the kids to say, okay, you know, they have a certain dream, let me help you get to that dream, let me just maybe open up a door or, you know, do something that will just take you a step closer to that dream.
Akani Simbine has drive, ambition, and a clear sense of responsibility. Clearly, this man will be making waves, be it on or off the track.
Akani Simbine.